everyone, so today I'm doing, as you can see from the title, a collective book haul. I'm slowly creeping into the booktube community, therefore I decided to do a book haul. About 3 months ago I got back into reading. I wanted to start reading more books, start buying more and more, and now I've gone to the point where it became a habit to buy books. I bought quite a bit. I have 2 stacks of books. Please bear with me. Again, this is a collective. Did I say that? It is a collective book haul. I didn't buy all these books at once, obviously. So books that I bought in the past kind of 2.5 months. I want to say like maybe 3 months, but yeah. Order all of my books online from a bookstore here in Greece. It's called Public. If you live in Greece, you probably know it. I've been ordering all of my books online from them because you can actually find them a lot cheaper online than in the bookstore. And plus you can find a whole lot of books online that they might not have in the bookstore, so that's actually a lot better. The first one I have here is Greyfriars Bobby by Eleanor Atkinson. It's one of the Penguin popular classics. I got this for only 90 cents. Then I got Wrong Time, Wrong Place by Simon Koenig. It's a very short book. I've only read this. It's kind of like a thriller thing. Wasn't impressed by this, but yeah, it was like 170 something. So then I got a book with lyric poems by John Keats. Then I bought Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I really want to read this because I've heard so many good things about it. Then I bought The Blossoming Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I have read this and I loved it so much. It's such a great book and I think it's so pretty. Stephen King's Everything's Eventual, which is a collection of stories, like dark kind of thriller stories. I haven't read this. I've only read actually just one story, but I think this will be perfect for like summer nights, like really late at night. And I have bought 3 books by John Green. I already have 2 more of his books. I love John Green. So An Abundance of Catherines, which I actually showed in another haul that I did in April. Paper Towns, which the movie is coming out in a few days and I can't wait because I loved the book. It was great. And then Will Grayson, which he co-wrote with David Levithan. I still haven't read this, but I think it would be great, and look, it's very, very pretty. Then I got Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I actually bought this yesterday along with Greyfriars Bobby. Then I got The Great Gatsby by Scott Fitzgerald. It's a very short story. I've read this, loved it. I don't know why I hadn't read it before. It is magnificent. Then I bought Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma. I read this. Really liked it actually. I didn't think I would because it made me quite uncomfortable, but I really, really enjoyed it. And then I have bought 2 books by Rainbow Rowell, Eleanor Park, which is wonderful, such a great story, and Fangirl, which I've also read and really liked. I mean, I really like her books and they're very pretty, they're great stories. And then 2 books that I still haven't read is Meg Gabbett's Royal Wedding, which is the latest book in the Princess Diaries series. I haven't read any of the Princess Diaries books, but I really do want to. Don't think that you have to read all the books to read this as well, and this is the only adult book in the series. It will be really easy to read and I love the cover of this. And then the other one that I got that I still haven't read is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, which I've heard so many good things about this, and the movie has either come out or it's coming out. I don't know if it came out in Greece, but yeah, I really want to read this. I've heard really great things about it as well, and I love the cover and everything in the spine. Next book I got is The Hunger Games of Zane Collins, which is what I'm currently reading, and I only have about 120 pages left. I love this. I have seen The Hunger Games and Catching Fire. It will be a great chance for me to actually read all of the books in this series, and then I can watch Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2, and that will be awesome. I'm already really enjoying the book, even more than the movie, because I really like the movie. That's why I decided to get into the books, and I love it so far, and I can't wait to finish this and start Catching Fire. Next, I got The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. I also got this yesterday along with Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. This is by Rachel Joyce. The next book that I have bought is Inferno by Dan Brown. I've already read this, made quite a few remarks in it. It was wonderful. I want to read so much more of his books because they will be just fantastic. Then I have bought To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, which I actually ended up listening to an audiobook because I didn't have much time to read it because I was in the middle of finals. Really love this. It's definitely I know why it's considered such a classic. It's just fantastic. This edition is the 50th anniversary edition and it's beautiful. Then I have bought The Marriage Plot by Jeffrey Eugenides, which I still haven't read, but I think will be great. Then I have bought 2 books by Gillian Flynn. I have bought Dark Places, which actually again showed in my April collective haul that I did in April. And then about 2 weeks ago or a week ago I got Sharp Objects because I read this, really liked it, and I wanted to read more for books, so I got Sharp Objects, and these editions are just wonderful and they're nice and matchy. So, and then I've also bought The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, which I've heard so many great things about. I think I will really enjoy this, and look how every chapter begins. Isn't this just so pretty? It's like the outer space and stuff. Okay, then I have bought 2 books in the Game of Thrones series. I bought Game of Thrones, which is the first one. I am a huge fan of the TV show. I love it so much. And so I really wanted to read the books because I know that there are certain things that are different in the books. So I wanted to read them, and I got the first one and the second one, A Clash of Kings. And then I have bought a few smaller books. I got Alice Munro's Queenie, which actually have also showed in the collective haul that I did in April. And then I have bought 8 in total of the Little Black Classics by Penguin, which are only €1 here in Greece. The ones that I have bought is The Beautiful Cassandra by Jane Austen, Hans Christian Andersen's The Tinder Box, The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman, The Make One by Fyodor Dostoevsky, I Hate and I Love by Catalyst, which is actually poems, The Night is Darkening Around Me by Emily Bronte, which is also a collection of Emily Bronte's poems, The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe, and the Dhammapada, I don't know how to say this, Dhammapada, which is by an anonymous author. So these are all the books that I have bought, but on the 20th of June, so a couple weeks ago, it was my birthday. Therefore, I received some books as gifts from my friends and my brother because I had told them that I wanted books. So my 2 best friends, Leah and Athena, they both got me a Jane Austen book along with something else. So my friend Leah got me Pride and Prejudice, which I have read before but I didn't own a copy of, and I love the story so much, so I had to have the book, and I will reread this. And then Stephen King's Misery, which is what I'm going to read after I finish The Hunger Games, because I really want to read a Stephen King book, because the story that I read from Everything's Eventual is just not enough. I want a complete story, a whole book. And then Athena, who you've probably seen before, and hopefully you've seen her in a video before, she got me Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, which again I really want to read because I really like Jane Austen. And then she also got me The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I've seen the movies. I haven't read the books because when the movies came out I was pretty young. I was like 7 or 8 years old. Got obsessed with them. I'm still obsessed till this day. And so I wanted to read the book so that I can get more details about the whole world of Middle Earth and all of those different characters, because I still don't know a lot of details about all of that stuff. I'm starting the series with The Hobbit, which is the first in the series, and then I'm going to get into the Lord of the Rings books. And then for my 2 friends at college, thank you very much, girls. One of them, I'm pretty much sure she's going to be watching this video, so yeah, she got me the Storm of Swords Part 1 Steel and Snow by George R.R. Martin, which is the 3rd book in the series, or the Part 1 of the 3rd book. And my other friend from college got me Part 2 of the Storm of Swords. This is Blood and Gold, and they look so beautiful. And last but definitely not least, my brother also got me a Game of Thrones book. He got me A Feast for Crows, which is the 4th book in the series. I can't wait to dive into some books, especially the Game of Thrones series, because I've wanted to read them for a really long time. That concludes my book haul. It's a very long video. I'm going to try to cut it as short as I can, but hopefully you enjoy that, and I will be having more book videos coming up, so hopefully you like them. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video, book or non-book related. Bye bye!